Online students, can you please wait? Because offline students in Arabandil. Online students, please wait. Don't. There is no one here in the offline class. I'm expecting at least some of them would join us. So let's wait for another 5 minutes. online students, we'll start the class now, as few students have joined us now here in offline class. Are you all here? Are you all here? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you don't show seriousness, this will reduce my energy in the class. I always prefer to keep my topics extensive and comprehensive, right? Out of my own interest. If you do not show that interest, that will also reduce my interest. Would that be good for you? You are here to learn, right? Right. Every day you are learning at least 3 to 4 topics from current affairs. I'm telling you importance of these topics. Yesterday we have learned about one last topic we have done was about. Can I remember? Air glow and detail topic ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ನೆನ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು water disputes, right? So water disputes as a topic, separate topic, all of you now can talk about it, understand about it, right? Share about it, right? Have you got some comprehensive idea about water dispute resolution and water sharing methods in India? Have you got it? The recent issue. So like that, important topics, if you keep collecting, definitely many questions will be coming from that area in your exams. You will not know how much important these topics are. So get serious about this. Be on time. Okay. So yeah, see, it's 9:22 now. Okay, so we are going to start with the first topic today, that is human development report. Today we will be discussing about what? Human development report of 2025. So this report is relieved by ಯಾರು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? One of the most famous reports in the world. Who released this report? It is released annually. Every year they release this report. Okay, so it's an annual report released by UNDP. UNDP ಅಂದ್ರೆ United Nations Development Program. United Nations Development Program. It's an annual report released by United Nations Development Program every year. So every year, whenever it releases a report, it releases with a title or a theme. So the title of this year report is something called the matter of choice. I mean, right on the title of this this year's report is a matter of choice. A matter of choice. A matter of choice. People and possibilities in the age of AI. People and possibilities age of AI. So this is the theme or title for this year's report. This year's report. Okay. So the report has highlighted one thing, that it has told that across the world, the human development in all regions across the world, it has stalled. It is not growing because of trade wars, because of jobless industrialization, because of debt crisis, because of wars, etc., the human development is not progressing. That's the broader line that you can take out of this report for this year. What is that you can take out of this report for this year? The human development is stalling. It is not growing. It is not progressing because of these reasons. Okay. So write this broader line under that. The report has revealed that human development has stalled progress stalled progress stalled progress in all regions across the world. In all regions across the world. In all regions across the world. Due to reasons like trade tensions, worsening debt crisis, trade tensions, debt crisis, jobless industrialization, etc. Jobless industrialization, etc. Okay. So this report encompasses one index, that is world's most famous index for comparing human development of different countries. To compare the human development progress of different countries, this human development report released by UNDP releases one index. Index is where it gives rankings to all the countries, okay, on certain parameters. So what is important for exam is what are those parameters upon which UNDP prepares the index. In the basics ಏನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಯಾವುದು, ಅದು ನಂಬರ್ 1. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, 0 to 1 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ದಟ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಬೈ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ the current year's report title ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ದೇ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ highlight of this year report is that human development has stalled. It is not progressing because of reasons like trade tensions, jobless industrialization, debt crisis, etc. Okay, so one next thing you should know about this report is that along with this report, it releases one index. In index, this human development report gives ranking to all the countries based on their progress in human development. Okay, so human development ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಳಿ. What do you mean by human development? Tell me. What is the meaning of human development? What do you think? Can anyone define or can anyone describe what is human development?
In terms of economy, their individual economy status.
Okay, that's one of the parameters, but you can tell your in your own words. Not don't try to be too technical. Rather, just tell me what exactly it is, what to understand by human development. Is it just economic growth of a country? Like India is 5th largest economy in the world. In terms of GDP, India ranks 5th, right? India's GDP, in terms of GDP, India ranks 5th in the world, right? That is economic development. Why are you coming at this time every day? It's 9:30. Don't give me the lame reasons every day. When I'd come here, there was no one in the class. ಯಾರು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. I waited for 20 minutes. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9:30 ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ? ಅವಾಗ 10 o'clock ಬಂದಿದೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು. Everybody have come late today. Huh? When will you improve with respect to timings? I'm seeing this every day, right? This should not become a habit for you guys. I'm asking everyone. Nimgo, Kaveri avre, what's the time when you arrived? It was 9:20, 9:22. Are you not interested in current affairs? Is it okay if you miss one or two topics? Elru heli. Is it okay if you miss one or two topics? Huh? You don't understand the importance of those one or two topics? You think they are not so important, I can skip it, I'll read it later on. ಆ ಥರ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀರ ಅಲ್ವಾ? If it is very important, if it's question of life and death, would you have arrived it on time? Okay, some 5 minutes I'll understand, but 20 minutes, max 10 minutes, fine. But 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's okay. But when will you start coming on time from tomorrow onwards? Will you come on time? All of you? Okay. Where were we? ಏನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ? ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್. Human development reports. This I was telling you that human development report. What happened? Is it funny? What's up, Ananya? What happened? So human development report releases one ranking. That ranking is called index. That index is called human development index. Okay. Annually, this index will be released by 20. I was asking what is human development. Try to answer fast, quick. We don't have time. I'm not discussing the entire human development concept here. Can you tell me in brief what this should be? Huh? Better lifestyle. Alistair, what's the time? Huh? There is no guilt on your face even a bit. Huh? It's not a joke. Why are you coming so late every day? What should I do means? If the class is at 9:30, would have arrived at 10 and would be giving the same reasons again. If class at 8:30, would have come at 9, giving the same reasons. Traffic ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, but try to come early, no? Leave our home early. When I had arrived here, Alistair, there was no one here. Whom should I teach? All of you have come at 9:22. Class was empty. What would I think about it? How would I take it? Do you think current affairs is not important? Tell me, guys. See, it's not about me imposing on you anything. It's about asking your interest. Are you interested in learning current affairs topics? Are you interested or not? Alistair, interested? Izaz? Huh? Tell it loudly, no? No. I'm asking, are you interested in learning current affairs topic? That's the question. Kaveri, are you interested? Because I want to know, like, why are you? What's the reason? Is it traffic or is it your lack of interest? You think current affair topics are not useful? How useful they are for your exam? How useful? Very useful. On a scale of 0 to 10, how important the current affairs topics discussion is for you? On a scale of 10, 0 to 10. Huh? ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 10 ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ? ಒನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ನಾಟ್ ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹೇಳಿ, 1 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದ್ರಿ? ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ. Because that 1 point is making you come late at 9 for about 30 minutes. Kaveri, on a scale of 0 to 10, how important these discussions are for you? 10? So you're missing something very important. Okay. Now come to the topic. Tell me fast. Human development. Online students. Vanita, Savita, Sanika, Monisha, Chaitra, Akshay. ಹೇಳಿ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ health, education, yes.
Skills development, education development.
Skill development, of course, yes. This is something which makes human lives more meaningful. Economic progress is just one aspect of human development. Okay, economic progress is only one aspect of human development. But cross-country level comparisons are generally done by GDP. Cross-country progress of economies are generally done by which indicator? GDP in the comparison ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ generally. But that's indicating only one aspect of human development, right? Economic aspect matra, but human development includes multifaceted process. That means it's a broad sector which talks about the human choices, human opportunities. Okay, choices and opportunities are two important components of human development. Okay, when will you have more choices? When you have more education. Like for example, only when you're a graduate, you have better choices to choose your employment. If you're not graduate, your choices are limited. You can't get employed everywhere, right? If you are more educated, your choices will increase, enhance, right or wrong? Your opportunities will increase. If you're healthy, for example, if you're healthy, your opportunities, your choices will increase. If you're not healthy, if you're suffering from malnutrition, for example, where do you work? Your choices itself will get limited. Human development is about enhancing choices and opportunities of the people. Okay, so this is a multifaceted development which encompasses different aspects of human development, which include education, healthcare, skill development, income, etc. Okay, understood? So overall development which enhances choices and opportunities. Okay, choices and opportunities will get enhanced when you focus on sectors like education, healthcare. Okay, got this basic idea? So this human development report compares countries on the scale of these sectors. How well a country has progressed in terms of education, in terms of health, and in terms of income. So economy is only one aspect of that. So I'm telling you that this human development, UNDP releases human development index as part of this report. Okay, so in this human development, it ranks countries. Okay, it ranks countries. So in this year's ranking, the first country which has topped the list is Iceland. Iceland has topped the list. And second country, it is followed by countries like Norway, second country, and third, Switzerland. So just remember this top 3 spots. And last country, which is 193rd ranking, is Sudan, South Sudan. 193rd ranking, last country. Hello? South Sudan. Where is South Sudan? South Sudan is northern part of Africa or southern part of Africa? Of course, everybody would know it's in Africa. Northern part of Africa. Okay. South Sudan is southern Africa. So 193rd ranking. So what could be India's ranking? Guess. Now it's better for you to come. And one more thing, the ranking index ಅಲ್ಲಿ ranking now ಅದನ್ನ decide ಆಗಬೇಕು. There is a score. Human Development Index score ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The score is between 0 to 1. Okay. So again, there are certain categories. Okay. We will discuss about this. So if the score is more closer to 1, its ranking will be good. When the score is closer to 0, its ranking will be lower. Getting me, everyone? So on a scale of 0 to 10, yes. Tell me what could be India's ranking?
15th.
15th. 134. Earlier it was 133 or 134. In today's 2025 ranking, India's ranking is how much? Yes, 130th India ranking. See how ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ GDP ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5th, 5ನೇ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ, ಟಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ GDP ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಬಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 130th. Okay, can you guess other countries compare with our neighbors? Compare it Pakistan. Pakistan ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು?
192.
192 na. It's 168. 168. Pakistan 168. Okay, the comparison is also important. Okay, you should know where we are in. Can you tell me other neighbors like Bangladesh, for example? Bangladesh is also 130th. India and Bangladesh are in the same rank. Bangladesh hold the same rank. Bangladesh. So ನೋಡಿ, ಬಾಂಗ್ಲಾದೇಶ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಮ್ದು. ನೇಪಾಲ್ 145th. ನೇಪಾಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 145th. Can we guess Sri Lanka? China 75th. China 75th. China 75th. Nepal ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 145. Bhutan ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Bhutan 127. So Bhutan is better than India.
Sir, Sri Lanka ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ sir.
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Bhutan is better than India. See, a small country is doing well in terms of human development in comparison to India, as per this index. Sri Lanka 78th. Sri Lanka is much ahead in comparison to India in terms of human development. Sri Lanka ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? 78. This is Bhutan. China 75th. Nepal. Pakistan. Okay. India's Human Development Index score ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? 0.685. 0.685. HDI score 0 to 1 ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? India's HDI score is how much? 0.685. 0.685. Okay, have you understood this ranking current? Okay, now India's score is 0.685. So for every country there will be a score. On what parameters they will give the score? That you should understand. Okay, it considers 3 important parameters. 3 parameters. So give heading 3 parameters for considering human development index, for calculating human development index. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಳಿ, ಏನೇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? 3 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? 3 dimensions.
Sir, education,
Education is one. Don't write.
literacy,
Education is one broader sector parameter they consider, dimension they consider. ಮತ್ತೆ health, yes, fine.
skill development,
There are 3. No. Okay, it considers only 3 dimensions. First dimension is health, second is education, third is standard of living. Third one is what? Standard of living. So these are the 3 broader dimensions. 3 broader dimensions. So right now 3 dimensions to calculate SDI. ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಯಾವುದು? Health. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಎರಡನೇದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ? Education. Third one? Standard of living. Standard of living. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತಾ ಇದು? ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Health of the country. For that they use one indicator. These are the 3 dimensions. Okay, health. Okay, what is the health of this country ಅಂತ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್ ತಗೋತಾರೆ? ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ಮಾರ್ಟಾಲಿಟಿ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಗೆಸ್, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓಕೆ. That could have been. Like child mortality rate, infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಇವರು. They consider another index. What is that? Life expectancy. ಏನದು? Life expectancy. Life expectancy, using life expectancy of a country, they determine the overall health of the country. If life expectancy is higher, then the health of this country is good. Andange. That one indicator which shows overall health of the country. Okay, next. For education, they consider 2 parameters. For education, they consider 2 indicators. They are mean year of schooling. Mean years of schooling. 2 indicators they consider for determining education dimension of a country. First one is mean years of schooling. Second one, expected years of schooling. Mean years of schooling. MES. Sorry, MYS. And second one, expected years of schooling. Expected years of schooling. ಇದು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿತಿರೋದಾ? ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ, ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಸ್, ಕೇಳ್ದಂಗಿತ್ತು. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಇದೆ ಮೀನ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಮೀನ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? Mean years of schooling and expected years of schooling shows future or past? Expected years of schooling ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಎನ್ರೋಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎನ್ರೋಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಸ್ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 11th ವರ್ಗೂ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ, 11th or 12th ವರ್ಗೂ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 11th 12th ವರ್ಗೂ he will remain in education system. So that is what expected years of schooling, right? So expected years of schooling is futuristic expectations. It's a futuristic expectation based on current enrollment ratio. Correct? Current admissions ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ they'll estimate the future. For how many years he can spend in education system. This student, he or she can spend in the education system. That is expected years of schooling. Mean years of schooling andre. So they will ask around 25 years old people, anybody, they will do this survey. Okay. They will ask how many years they have spent in schools or colleges in education system from past. Okay. So 25 years adults now they will survey. After the survey, they'll get to know what is the average number of schooling years all the people have spent. So that's about past. Correct alva? So for example, on 3 people survey ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. One person say I have 10th ವರೆಗೂ ಮಾತ್ರ ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. So 10 years he has spent in education system. Correct? Another person will say 12th ವರೆಗೂ ಅಂತ. Another person will say he has spent around 15 years in education system. So average ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? That will be mean years of schooling. Correct? Like that, all across the country they'll do this importance. So mean years of schooling is, it's an indicator which gives the details of the past. Correct? Already ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ average ಆಗಿ ಜನ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ. That is mean years of schooling. Expected years of schooling ಅಂದ್ರೆ future. So these two indicators used by Human Development Index. These two indicators used by Human Development Index to calculate, to understand the educational level of a country. For each, they'll give some score. So final score will be used for calculating the index. Next, third one, standard of living. Standard of living ಹೆಂಗ್ measure ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? What is your standard of living? ಹೆಂಗ್ measure ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ?
Income of the family.
Income is fine. Yes, that is yeah, those are the different understandings of standard of living. Like what kind of clothes you are wearing, what kind of education system you are taking, what kind of health facilities you are taking. Okay, all of this, like whether do you possess a vehicle, car, all of this come under standard of living. Whether do you have whether better sanitation facilities. Okay, all of this determines standard of living. But to understand all of that, they use one indicator. Like for example, health is a very broad area, alva? But just using one indicator called life expectancy, they will determine health status of health in a country. Like them. For this, they have only one indicator. For education, they take 2 indicators. For standard of living, they take 1 indicator. That is called gross national income. What is it called? Gross national income. Okay. ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. National income. Gross national income. Have you ever heard of this? Actually, they take gross income and they divide it by population to get per capita income. Per capita income. Per capita income andre, what is the income of every individual? Gross national income is total income earned by the businesses, individuals, etc. Okay. So technically it has a different definition. We'll have to go to economics and I have to explain GDP and all for that reason. So it will take more time. So just assume like it's like GDP, but there is some difference. It's like GDP, but there is some difference. Okay. Because GDP talks about domestic product and this is national. Word in Bartha national anta barta ide. Okay. So GDP alli we add something called net income from abroad. Net income from abroad. That means we'll remove GDP will remove income earned by foreigners in India and we'll add income earned by Indians in foreign nations. So then we'll get gross then we'll get GNP. We get something called GNP. So that GNP we remove something to arrive at this GNI. So don't get into those details because it will take more time. So as of now, just understand it like it's similar to GDP. Okay. and we divide the GDP by population to get per capita income. So this per capita income will determine our standard of living. Okay. So basically we can either say GNI. Direct standard of living is measured by gross national income. Okay. Have you understood these three?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
ಸರ್ ಈ 3 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರೋದು?
Actually ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂದೆನೇ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Okay, I will tell you. For example, life expectancy currently recent report ಅಲ್ಲಿ they have said recent 2025 report release ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ life expectancy 72 years ಆಗಿದೆ 72 years. Okay, compared to other countries like Japan and all, it's still less, but we are progressing. 72 years is a good progress. Okay, average life expectancy India ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತೆ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ 72, so which is considered to be good progress. Mean years of schooling, and it's around 13 years or something. 13 years. Sorry, expected years of schooling is 13 years. As per current report, expected years of schooling ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ 13 years. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಇವಾಗ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದೆ 1ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ at least 13 years it will spend in education system. At least average ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. Okay, few children can spend 20 years also. That's few children can spend 5-6 years also, but average is how much? 13 years. And mean years of schooling, which is past data, which is 9.57. Mean years of schooling is to 9 years. 9 years. 9 years. 9 years. So earlier, last data ದಲ್ಲಿ it was 6 to 7 years ಆ ತರ ಇತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. This was earlier 12 years. ಇವಾಗ 13 years ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಲೈಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿ 2022 ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ 67 ಇತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು 67.7 ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ 72 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಮುಂಚೆ 134 ಇತ್ತು, ಇವಾಗ ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 130 ಇದೆ. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಾ, ಸೊ ಇದು GNI ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? GNI divided by population. This is what per capita income. Correct alva? Per capita income. So this is currently GNI per capita is $9,046. $9,046 value. Earlier it was 6,900. So you are 9,046 agide. Okay, but this 9,000 is in terms of PPP. In terms of GDP ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು it is around 2,000 rupees, 2,000 or $2,200 dollars is to the value. Okay, you want me to discuss more about this gross national income because there are countries na rank ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Have you seen the rankings like low income country, lower middle income, upper middle income and high income countries ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? So India falls under which category? Upper middle middle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಇದಾವೆ, lower middle and upper middle. India is in lower middle category. Okay, because it's gross income to categorize this classification done by World Bank. First of all, you want me to discuss these things? Okay, first is ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? Later on we'll shift to that discussion. What I have understood in today's discussion, this report, human development, let me sum up. Human development report is submitted annually. Is an annual report? Yes. This report is released by UNDP. Okay, so current 2025 report theme or title, what is the title of this year's report? Matter of choice, people and possibilities at the age of AI. So that's the title ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ. Okay, and you know that this overall report, the summary tells that human development in in today's world is stalling. Progress ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ because of some of the reasons like trade tensions, debt crisis, and jobless industrialization. These are three important reasons cited by this report. And this report releases an index, Human Development Index, based on ranking based on score 0 to 1. Okay, India's score is 0.665. Okay, with this, India has ranked 130th. Okay, the top countries are Iceland, first country, second, Norway, third country is Switzerland, last country is South Sudan, and you can compare with other countries also. Other countries, our neighbor can compare ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ Pakistan 168th ಇದೆ, Bhutan 127th, Nepal 68th, China 75th. Okay, Bangladesh again 130th. So like that. Reason are there more indicators, more dimensions consider ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. How do they prepare this? ಅದು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ 0 to 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ they're close to like 0.8, 0.9 ಆ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. Okay, so if the country's score is closer to 1, its ranking will be better. Okay, how does a country score better? Based on these dimensions. Education is best. Education, second order. First one is health, second is education, third one is standard of living. So health, life expectancy of those countries are higher, more than 80 years iruttare. Okay, 80-85. Education, mean years of schooling and expected years of schooling. So they perform better in these indicators. Standard of living in terms of GNI per capita. Okay, correct alva? GNI per capita. So in all these parameters, if the country performs better, overall score will be higher. If the score is higher, if it is closer to 1, then it will be having good ranking. Okay, so other countries, BRICS comparison ಮಾಡಿ. BRICS ಅಂತ ಒಂದು grouping ಇದೆ. Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So in that, Brazil has 89th rank, Russia has 59th rank, China has 75th, South Africa 110. So all of other countries in BRICS are ahead of us in terms of human development. So we are far behind. You can see the comparison, right? So human development report start ಆಗಿದ್ದು 1990 ಇಂದ, index start ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ? 1990 ಇಂದ. Okay. Yes, talking about gross, time ಆಗಿದೆ almost ಇವತ್ತು. One topic ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. Talking about gross national income, GNI. So based on the value of gross national income, World Bank classifies countries. Okay, so GNI per capita ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ, so you can write on this, based on GNI per capita, based on GNI per capita value, World Bank classifies countries. World Bank classifies countries as below. Number 1, low income country. Low income country is that country whose GNI per capita value ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Less than $1145. If the GNI value is GNI per capita is how much? Less than $1145. $1145 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ GNI ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಲೋ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Second category is lower middle income country. What is that? Lower middle income country whose GNI per capita value is more than $1146 to 4,515. $4,515. Then it can be classified under low middle income category. Next, upper middle income category. So per capita income should be at least $4,516. $4,516 to up to $14,000 5. So 14,000. GNI per capita income ಈ category ಇದ್ರೆ it is upper middle income. So last category ಯಾವುದು? Last category would be high income economies. High income economies. So GNI per capita value is more than 14,006. If it's more than $14,006. So India's new ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ check ಮಾಡಿ. India falls under which category? Low income, because India's is around 2,400, 2,500 ಆ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಾ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಇನ್ GDP terms. ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ದಟ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಇಟ್. GNI per capita. It's currently how much? 2,800 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. When I had seen it last time, it was on 2,500. The per capita income, India's per capita income of population is how much? 2,800, around 2,800. You can take this value. So 2,800 means you can see which category? Here, lower middle income country. So India is officially a lower middle income country, right? And HDI categories ಅಂತ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. HDS categories ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? 0 to 1 ಅಲ್ವಾ? So if the score is 0, you're heading Human Development Index categories. So this category, the first category is low category. Low category ಅಂದ್ರೆ those countries whose HDS score is less than 0.55. Less than 0.550. If the score is less than 0.550, it's low category. And then medium category. Medium category andre if the score is between 0.550 to 0.699. 0.699. Then high category. 0.699, 0.7, 002, 0.799. High category. If the SDI score is very last is very high. Last category is very high category. So here more than 0.800. Okay. So now tell me what is the score of India in HDI? 0. SDS index India score ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 0.685. 0.685 ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can guess which category? Medium category. In case in exam if they ask you which category India falls, you should know. This is very important index I'm telling you. That is why we are doing in detail. Why are we doing it in detail? Because it's very important. They have asked this question in mains. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ this is one of the most famous. Even ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ and even sorry NCERTs ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. That important that is. Now have you comprehensively have you understood human development in report of 2025? ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಕಾಂಪ್ರಿಹೆನ್ಸಿವ್ಲಿ? ಹೇಳಿ. What is this report? Human development report. Basics are human development andre as a root concept. ಎರಡು ವರ್ಡ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮುಂದೆ, ಚಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಬರಬೇಕು? ಒಂದು ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? when there is overall development in terms of health, education, skills, economic development, etc. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗ್ಲತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಿ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅನದರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ gained good education, good health, okay, and he has got some skills, then his choices are many. So if choices are less, development is less. If choices are many, development is good. Okay, so that's the overall concept of human development. So human development report is released annually by UNDP, United Nations Development Program. So it is doing this since 1990. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಇದು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 1990. Okay. Okay, next. This year title was, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ? In the age of AI, right? So you can go and check the title again. So it's a matter of choice, people and possibilities at the age of AI. This is the title. So examples example ಇಂತವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಟೈಟಲ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. So ನೋಡಿ, they are integrating human development and AI. Okay, so this is some interesting. So in this, you also know that every year it releases an index, human development index, which is prepared using 3 dimensions: education, health, education, and standard of living. Okay, so based on indicators, which are the indicators for health? They use the indicator life expectancy. Currently India's life expectancy according to this ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 72 ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. So which is an increase from 67.7 earlier. Okay, and life mean years of schooling is around 9 years. Expected years of schooling is 13 years. So ಮುಂಚೆಗಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎರಡು. This per capita income or standard of living, for this per capita income, so GNI divided by population, GNI per capita is how much? In terms of PPP it's a different concept. In terms of PPP it is 9,000 something. In terms of GDP it is 2,800 something. Okay, okay. So with this, India falls under which category? GNI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ GNI per capita. Per capita income ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ into 4 categories. Which are they? Low income, lower middle income, upper middle income, high income. So India is in which category? Low middle income, correct? So because India's GDP is around GNI per capita is around 2,800. So that's why. Okay, so overall HDI categories are 4: low, medium, high, and very high, right? So India's score is 0.685, hence it is falling in medium category. Hopefully you understood these things. Should I take up one more topic? It's 10:15 already. ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು. India has signed a free trade agreement with UK. Are you guys reading newspaper or not? Newspaper ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Please read newspaper, okay? Because in 1 hour I can't cover everything. But most important points for exams I am covering here, okay? I am facilitating you. What is my job? To facilitate you. giving you all important details, but you should go and read newspapers. Don't miss that. I'm telling you, ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ, ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇರಿ, ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ರೆಫರ್ ಟು ಕಂಪೈಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪೈಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಯಾವಾಗ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಇಸ್ 130. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಟ್ಟ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವಾಗ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಒಂದು ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ my suggestion for you is that read everyday newspaper, and to read newspaper don't spend time, just 30 minutes to 1 hour max. At least ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ you can get, and at least time ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ as a hobby you should read editorials. Okay, otherwise in the next class or any upcoming classes I will explain you how to read an editorial. I can 1 hour class ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, editorials ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ? ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಇನ್ 30 to 1 hour ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಯರ್ ಹಾಬಿ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಾಶ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ read an editorial. Will you do that? Editorial articles. And my classes are giving you all the basics. Okay, making you understand what's going on, most important points I am doing here. And in the end you will be reading compilations. Okay, exam time ali avaga same things will get repeated and some new points you might come across. Okay, so tomorrow I will have to do this free trade agreement with UK. I thought I would do it today. Let it be. So we'll meet at 10:45 for science and technology classes. Fine. Anything to say, online students? And all of you, please come on time tomorrow. Okay, and none of you have submitted answers also, except Ananya. Yesterday I given one question I sent a, and ಮುಂಚೆದ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Alistair 2 questions ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್